And visible to you?
Yeah, it's loud and clear.
Okay, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, ma'am. I'm good. How about you?
Yes, I'm doing good too. Thank you.
Yeah,
So we are meeting for the first time, so I would like to know a little about you, please.
yeah, definitely. So my name is Pandit Kamle, and I'm from Kolhapur, Maharashtra, but I'm staying in Pune.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, along with my family. I have one kid who is 11 years old, and
Okay.
second thing is that I do have 15 years of experience, and I have been working with the. I have worked in the multiple companies. Those are the multinational companies. Yeah,
Okay.
so yes, that's it all about me, I would say.
Okay. So coming to me, my name is Shanta. I'm working as a spoken English trainer. I live in Karnataka. There's a place called Raichur, so I live in Raichur. And I'm a full-time homemaker. I have two kids, and my academic credentials is different. I'm an engineer basically. I worked as a software engineer in the past. So yes, that's pretty much about me. I'm also running a YouTube channel as of now. It's been 3 months now.
Exactly. Yeah, I do watch
Mm-hmm.
your videos. So one thing I would like to tell you is that the within of 3 months you got the many more subscribers. I believe you have 3K plus subscribers. That's what I.
Yes, as of now. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So
So what do
my
you do? You work as what? What is your job profile?
profile is kind of like it's a company wherein we take care about the other company's employees from their hiring to their retirement. All these steps are taken care by our company, and it's a captive
Okay.
company actually. And yeah, so in terms of, I would say it's in terms of the salary and any kind of structure or hiring any people to their retirements, all the documentation and all those process have been taken care by our company.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. But your academic credentials?
Yeah, so in coming to the educational, if you ask me, like I'm just a graduate person. I have done my graduation in Bachelor of Arts faculties, and I did
Okay.
it in 2002.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so the thing is that while going through day before yesterday's video, I believe you mentioned something about the IELTS training and all the certification, something like that.
Yes.
So you've been in Melbourne, right?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. So that's I would like to. I mean, I would like to have more clarity on that kind of steps.
Sure. See, I had given my IELTS in 2008.
Okay.
So I did not go undergo any formal training for it. I just
Okay.
prepared by myself. And yes, I gave it in 2008 and I got a band score of 8 in it. I basically applied for IELTS because I was planning to go to Melbourne on a student visa.
Okay.
So for that you need to have a good band in your IELTS. But even after clearing that, even after getting a good band, we changed our mind to go to Melbourne on a tourist visa. So basically, that thing did not help me. So it was just
Okay.
like, like a plan B for me. That's it. So that's the
Okay.
reason I gave IELTS.
Okay. So, like, how was your experience? Like, when if I wanted to, have a kind of certification in that specific things, like, what all the things we need to taken care by? I mean, if I would like to apply for that, then what all are the things which I have to take care from my end?
See, coming to your preparation, right? I can
Yeah.
tell you about the preparation only. Yes, there are four modules in the IELTS exam: reading, writing, listening, and speaking.
Okay.
For the reading and writing part, I think you have to they'll give you some paragraph and they'll give you some questions. And then you have to listen to some stuff and then answer the questions. And for the speaking part, it was they ask you questions. My trainer, person who was interviewing me, she was an Indian, but like
Okay.
first they will ask you basic questions like your intro and something very basic. So after that, there
Okay.
is I think, a part B to it where they give you some topic and ask you to speak for some time, like 2 or 3 minutes, and your
Okay.
voice is recorded, and that recording will then be, given up for invigilation, and later you will get your result. That was
Okay.
how my exam was, and it is quite lengthy, I would say, maybe 3 hours per module. So that is, yeah, speaking is bit faster, but other than that,
Okay.
it is quite time consuming.
Okay. So where did this happen? Like, was it in India itself or somewhere else?
Yes. No, no, it happened in Bangalore.
Okay, it happened in Bangalore.
Over a
Okay.
span of 2 days, I believe. It took 2 days.
Okay. So how you prepared yourself, like in terms of grammatical? I mean, as I have watched your all this almost all the videos, I knew you have been speaking this language since your uh, childhood. But
Yeah.
I would like to know, like the thing is that when it comes to the examination part, then there
Mm.
has to be something wherein we need to prepare before going to moving ahead, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely.
So
I got. Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Please go ahead.
complete.
Yeah. So the question was like. Uh, I mean, did you do any kind of study on that or something like that, or any preparation? Like preparation, as in the sense, especially I would say, in terms of talking, there is no. I do not find any kind of difficulties when you talk because you have that kind of command over the language. But when it comes to the grammatical parts, for an example, their expectation, because we never know what they are expecting exactly. So coming to that part, like what was your stand? Like how you prepared yourself?
See, I was lucky enough that because of my husband, he sent me
Okay.
4 books, one for each, one for reading, writing, listening, speaking. For all the four things, he sent me one book each. And at the end of the day, he would give me assignments to, speak or write a thing about some topic or something. And after he finishes his work, he would call me at the end of the day and ask me. And he basically acted as a trainer for me.
Okay.
So that is how I prepared. I did not, take it too seriously because I just followed whatever was there in the book. It was
Okay.
something I don't remember the name also. It's been like 15 years now. There were four
Okay.
books, and that was the only reading that I did because we did not have as many resources as there are today because the
Exactly.
internet and we didn't have this much of data also. We didn't have video calling sessions or anybody to, train us online or formally like that. When you come to a small town, we don't have basic amenities like here, training center, especially for an exam like IELTS. So I prepared only through those 4 books. That is the only preparation I did.
Okay, so is he a certified like in this IELTS?
No, he's not.
Okay, then
He's a
it's
basic common man.
okay. Then it's really amazing because if even if you do not know about that things and if you're still trying to prepare someone else in that specific thing, it really gives a kind of
You
inspiration.
know,
I
you know, yes, yes. He went to Australia on a student visa. So he
okay,
gave his IELTS twice.
okay,
So he has an experience of giving the exam, that's it, but not training.
exactly. Okay, so have one more question. Like, how much amount? I mean, what is the exact cost we have to pay in terms of having that certification?
Okay. That's a
Any
difficult
idea?
question. I have no idea. No idea, actually. I can
Okay,
search it online and let you know now
yeah.
because that
Yeah.
time it was taken care by him totally. So I have
Okay.
no idea about it. Yeah, yeah.
Because when I went through the Google at that time I got to the 16,500 something amount is there which we need to pay,
Mm.
and there are other certifications as well. I believe there is one more called as a CELTA or something like that which
Yes,
has
yes.
taken
Celta
care
is
of
there.
the,
Mm.
yeah. So I'm not sure about it, but just I'm trying to go some deeper into that certification part and have a kind of certification. Just I'm trying to do that, but the thing is that yeah, one thing I would like to tell you over here is like since couple of days, just I have started watching these videos on the YouTube, and I'm trying to connect with the many YouTubers especially.
Mm.
So
Mm.
the thing is that since I've been working with the multinational company, I do have to talk with my team member, or sometimes I have to uh, uh, talk in some presentation or something like that. But
Right.
considering the surrounding and the atmosphere, I do not get that opportunity to talk always in English. Okay, so there I
Mm.
lack, and I lack somewhere is like in terms of confidence, I may say. So that is
Mm.
that is the main motto of this having conversation with the multiple people, especially on the
Mm.
YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah. So the thing is that what I was trying to say is like because of that, just I'm trying to improve myself before having a certification or moving ahead to that the examination and all those steps. So
Mm. Mm.
fortunately, I got to know from yourself that while going through that the video that you already did it. So I thought I mean I had a thought in my mind. Let's have hear from you as well. Like how does it happen? All
Mm.
yeah.
Right. Are you planning to give the IELTS? Are you trying to go abroad?
No, I'm not. But the thing is that when
Hmm.
it comes to the certification part, okay.
Hmm.
Uh,
The certifications are different. I did not do any certification for IELTS training. I just
okay,
did it to go abroad. Like, as a student, you need to clear the IELTS exam in order to
okay,
go abroad. That thing I have done, but I'm not a certified IELTS trainer.
okay,
Both are different. But if you want to, I think you need to do courses like CELTA or TEFL. These
okay,
kind of things deal with teaching of English. And
okay,
IELTS trainer is there, but that is, as I know, it is not, certified, and there is no board like that that says, IELTS certified trainer. But
okay,
there are a lot of platforms that are giving you training to be an IELTS trainer. That is different. But I haven't done any training of that sort that I can, train people for IELTS. It's just basically I learned by myself and I gave the exam. That's it.
okay. That's great, ma'am.
Mm,
So, have one question is like, also I heard one statement from you is like this is English is a just a language. We do not have to be very extraordinary into this language because this is just a kind of medium wherein we can pass our thoughts to the next person.
true.
So, looking at to all the videos which you have been uploading on the YouTube, like how do you look at to this language? Do you look at to this language only as a language itself, or sharing your thoughts, or do you look at to this language as your profession? Like, uh, as per as my understanding, because even as you mentioned, even if we have the vocabulary which we use on a daily basis, it's not necessary to have the new words always in your communication. Like even if
Mm,
you are able to convey the another person or pass your thoughts to the another person, it's makes sense.
mm,
But
mm,
when it comes to the profession part, then I look at to the with a different perspective. Like we should have a good command on this. We should have a
yes.
we should not make the mistakes, especially the small mistakes. That's what I believe.
Mm,
So now the
mm,
things, the videos which I've been uploading on the YouTube. So
mm.
doing this all, like how you change your thought, like you had initially some other thoughts, now you have changed to the different thoughts, something like that.
Mm. Right. When I started off, I did not have any, intention of achieving something or going somewhere. Okay. So I was
Okay,
pretty comfortable with the level of knowledge that I have.
okay,
I was teaching for a platform that was okay, and I'm managing just with how much English I know. Okay,
exactly,
so that is the reason I speak very basic English, so that this English is able to even you can, communicate even with beginners, even they are comfortable talking to you. So I believe
exactly,
on YouTube there are a lot of people who are especially beginners, especially in India. Intermediate and advanced level speakers have different resources which they can tap into and grow later. That
right,
is a different company, I believe, for advanced speakers. But for people who are beginners or intermediate, I think this much English is enough.
exactly, exactly,
Said that, now I've been approached for advanced spoken English classes, and people are requesting me to take classes for them. So in that thing, I feel that I need to upskill myself. I need to learn. I don't want to incorporate it totally in my daily language. But for people who are asking for advanced English, maybe I have to advance myself too. Yeah, that is minor, is a slight drift in my thoughts as of now.
okay. So have you planned to arrange a kind of training for the people those who are having such a requirements to learn this language?
I am giving spoken English classes as of now. It's been 2 months. I've started
Okay,
independently. So
okay,
basically, I'm training beginners and intermediate level speakers. I haven't come across anybody who's asking me for, right now, because I like just 2 or 3 learners a month.
okay,
I take only one-on-one sessions. I don't do group sessions. So I
okay,
believe in focusing on one person at a time. Otherwise, nobody will get benefit from it. So I take one-on-one sessions, and right now I'm taking only for intermediate and basic level speakers. So they're pretty
okay,
comfortable with it. But only I'm going, even if I'm going to train advanced language, I'm going to only focus on vocabulary, right? Vocabulary,
exactly,
idioms, these kind of things. I'm going to train. That's it.
exactly. Yes, so I do believe that when you have the good vocabulary and even if you use the idioms in your language, it gives a kind of glory to your
Mm,
language. And yeah, that's great. But the thing is that, as you mentioned, like even if you're able to pass, and most of the people, those who are beginner or the intermediate, they always
Mm.
prefer to hear those words which are used to them, or else if we
Yes.
use the some other words or the synonymous to that the word, they get confused.
Mm.
Similarly, the
Mm.
same things happen with me as well. No worries, that's the
Mm.
best part
Mm.
of you. So, second thing is that having a kind of subscriber to your channel, I would like to add one point over here. Is there, like there is one
Mhm.
application called as Open Talk. Okay.
Open
S-
talk. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the actually free of cost application. We do not have to subscribe for the anything. Like even if you made multiple calls, even if you made 100 of calls in a day, there is no time limit for those calls. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So only the thing is that you need to have the internet in your mobile so that the call can be connected.
Mm.
And most probably those call hits to the Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and
Okay.
yeah, and in our
Mhm.
country as well. Most probably in the South India.
Mm.
So that is one thing I'm highlighting over here, just because the subscriber or the people, those who are really eagerly waiting to learn this language, they can take a chance of this application. I mean to say, they can have a benefit from this app.
Mm. Are there only video or only audio calls, or there is video calling option as well?
I'm not really sure about the video call, but yeah, audio calls are there. You can make a
Totally
hundred of
free.
calls. Yeah, yeah, it's totally
Wow.
free,
Wow.
and it
Uh,
yeah, yeah, sorry. So it does not have a time limit. Like I have one more application in my mobile, that is the Speakify. I did try
Mm-hmm.
with that as well, but it has a time limit. Like you will get the
Mm.
30 minutes,
Yes,
or else
yes.
you will have to subscribe. I mean, subscribe as in the sense you will have to subscription to their this things. They have the plan, certain plans.
Platform.
Yeah,
Mm.
so you will have to pay over there. So that is one thing I was trying to update over here.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Same with Ace Fluency, right? They provide 30 minutes of free talk time a day.
Which one you said, ma'am?
Ace Fluency.
Okay. S fluency.
Ace, Ace Fluency, yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm really not sure because I haven't heard this about this application. Yeah, but I'll
No, I
definitely
have
try.
personally used it like before starting my tutoring journey because this was something new to me and it was
Okay.
quite intimidating, like connecting to strangers and speak. I was changing my profession. So in order to, just to get the hang of it, I practiced this free sessions. I did it only for like 2 or 3 days because there's
Okay.
a disadvantage that if a person is not interested to talk to you, they just disconnect the call. So yes, it
Agreed.
gives you 30 minutes of free time, but it is kind of discouraging because people are looking for maybe youngsters, and once they get your introduction that you are this, if they're not interested in talking to you, they disconnect you. So you basically can't have
Agreed.
a conversation with them. Yeah, that was a
Agreed.
drawback. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are, I mean, most probably I have seen the students are there, those who are looking for,
Mm,
enhance their communication skill. But yeah, sometimes,
mm.
when you introduce yourself, then they think that this is not the right person whom I'm going to talk, and they simply disconnect the call.
Yes.
That's what happened.
Yes.
Yeah, truly agreed.
Mm.
So coming to the next point, like I heard about you, you worked in the TCS, I believe, right?
Tech Mahindra.
Tech Mahindra, yeah. So you
Mm.
worked as an engineer, I mean software engineer, and then again you just because of relocating to Pune, you had to leave
Yeah.
your job. So didn't you feel that the having a kind of good education, you should? I mean, it's not really. It's up to you that you are the one
Mm.
who is going to take a decision about your own career and all those stuff. But at the end of the day, when you have a kind of good education, and again if you just stop each and everything on the career perspective I'm talking about,
Mm.
so
Mm.
didn't you have that kind of any kind of feelings or something like that, having a kind of good education and I'm not doing something else apart from this, like because as far as what I understand is like being a software engineer is not that easy, and getting it
Right.
in this in the
Yes.
multinational company, it's not that easy nowadays at
Mm.
least.
Mm.
So when we have already chance in our hand, then why should we leave that? That's what my opinion. So
Definitely.
yeah, so the question was
Yes.
like, yeah, sorry,
Mm.
please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You repeat your question. Yeah, you were about to
Yes.
complete it. Mm,
Yeah. So the question, that's what the question was like. Even though you have the good education and you were already working with the one of the multinational companies, and again you suddenly left because of the relocating to the other state or the city,
mm, mm.
then didn't you think about the other companies which will give you the opportunity to work in the Karnataka itself or the Bangalore itself like that?
Right. I worked in the year 2008. So it
Okay.
was a recession time. It was the worst hit recession of our times. And even after getting placed in my campus interview, my company took like 3 or 4 months to call us for joining.
Okay.
So it was that recession period where it was not easy to get a job in the software industry. So I did try to get a thing in Karnataka, job in Karnataka, but that was basically call center kind of thing.
Okay.
So that is it. I wasn't given that much time to go physically and look for work because I belong to a conservative family. And that was the reason I did not go to Pune. So going independently, looking for work, I wasn't given much time for this. Very soon, I got married, and the proceedings before that, looking for a groom, all that started. So I wasn't given that much opportunity, and I basically did not belong to Bengaluru. So I was living
Okay.
in a PG and working.
Okay.
So yeah, after that, after my the relocation happened, they posted me to Pune. So I was asked to like immediately come back. So I came back to my place and marriage and things happened. After moving to Australia, I did try finding work in the software field,
Okay.
but in Australia, you do not have much scope for software. You get a lot of odd jobs, but software you have to do something like an MS or other stuff related to engineering, and then you can look for work. So later I had my kids and I have a 10 years career gap now. So I do not have the courage to go back looking for a software work. So I thought, just, still utilize your time, and that thing always keeps pricking you that you have been a good student, you have have got a distinction, passed out in a distinction, and you are intelligent, you know things,
Right.
and you're not doing anything. So that thing always pricked me. So that is the reason I didn't want to just be labeled as a homemaker. I'm trying to do something professionally as well. So yeah, this is a win-win situation for me.
Okay. So as we mentioned about the 2008, the thing is that I started my
Mm,
career in 2006. So I was
okay.
working with the one of the international, that was the industrial companies.
Mm,
And I just because of I do not have a specially kind of technical knowledge. You might be aware about
okay.
that, the engineering, all those steps. I didn't have that kind of
Yes.
education. So the
Mm,
the especially talking about the recession part, the company fired us.
mm,
Okay, I
mm,
in
mm.
2008 April, I believe, I went to for the night shift, and watchman stopped me. He said from the tomorrow
Oh my
onward,
God.
yeah, he said from tomorrow onwards you do not have to come to the office. Then I said why? Then he said you all are fired. So we were 14 employees over there, and
Mm,
we didn't have a choice. So I had heard about the Infosys and Wipro and all this company, but I didn't have that
mm,
courage to go over there for an interview because I didn't have that good command. At least I was not able to talk a single word. So what I did
mm,
was like I joined the spoken classes, like this English communication I'm talking about, and I did it for
mm.
4 months. And post that
Okay.
I joined with one of the domestic call centers, and
Okay.
gradually I got kind of fluency, and post that just I'm trying to connect with the people. So this is how my journey was also, even though I have been through that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I applied to Wipro and I got selected in the call center. But in their offer letter, it was mentioned that your shift starts in the night 2 to somewhere it starts in between 12 to 4 a.m. So
okay.
I was like, go starting at this time, it's impossible for me to get out of my PG at this time. So I'm not doing it. So that is the reason I gave up even that job.
Okay. So was it a kind of call center job or
Yes,
like
yes,
okay, okay. So then
call
that must
center.
be the Australian process because I went through
Okay.
all the all the shifts. I did all the shifts like morning, evening, early
Mm,
morning, and I don't know all the
mm,
steps. But now it's quite stable. Is I'm doing like 3 to 12 shift, and yeah,
okay.
I do happy with my employer. They are paying very good
Mm,
and having
very
satisfaction.
nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
Mm,
So, ma'am, have one question is like coming to this training part. Just as
mm,
you mentioned, you have started giving the training as a one-to-one.
yes.
Okay. So, would you like to promote yourself as a trainer for having more children or students in your training center or something like that? I mean, this question might not be the relevant, but just for the sake of having this conversation for the next level, just I'm asking you this question. If you don't mind, you can
Mm.
answer it. Else you can.
No, no, no. That's okay because I'm no. My answer is a no because I don't want to promote myself because already only through my YouTube I'm getting a lot of learners who are requesting me, and it is quite difficult to say people no. I'm occupied or I'm not taking classes and I'm not over ambitious. I take only two learners as I told you. Then I do these free sessions for my channel. So it's quite hectic for me. I have two children. I need to help them with their homework. They're still little. They can't do
Okay.
anything by themselves. So for now, I'm not promoting myself and I'm happy with the learners I'm getting from YouTube.
That's great. So, how frequently do you get an email from the users?
Oh my, frequently, maybe 1 hour once or 2, 3 hours once.
Okay, that's
So
very,
in
we
a
can
day,
say.
a minimum of 5, 6 to 10 mails I get
Yeah.
for
So
free
even though,
conversations plus classes, including.
okay,
Mm,
that's great. That's great, ma'am. So that's it because just I was curious to
mm,
hear from you about that the IELTS and your journey
mm,
about that the Melbourne. So I had a thought in my mind.
mm.
Let's hear from you as well.
Okay, yes, yes. Okay, sir, shall we wrap the session?
Yeah, yeah, obviously, no issues.
Mm,
So in case if
mm.
I feel any other days, I may connect with you. Connect as in the sense I may send you an email. I'll take your appointment and we can, connect if you don't mind.
Yes, yes, you can directly message me on Skype because I find this more convenient,
Yeah, yeah, certainly.
than mail. Yes.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you so
Lovely
much, ma'am.
talking to you and lovely connecting you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, have
Same
a
here,
good
ma'am.
day.
Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.